talk about keys to victory, D Money, as far as each team here in the second round. What's the keys to them advancing to the conference finals? What do you think is Milwaukee's key to in this series to beat Boston?
Man, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Since losing Middleton, the only way that I see them coming out is a Herculean effort from Giannis. Giannis gonna have to put up like 30, 12, and 10
Y'all
every
call him the
game.
best player in the world, though. Well, I'm not gonna say y'all. I don't hear you saying that much, but he has been proclaimed the best player in the world right now. So is that
I say he's dominant, but I'm not gonna sit here and say he's the best player, because if we're equating dominance to being great, then that means that Shaq in his heyday was the best player on earth. You know what I'm saying? Nobody thought that. So
if he is not able to, let's just say hypothetically, Giannis is the best player on the planet. Let's give him that title hypothetically for now. If he does not beat Boston in this series, does that take away from that title, knowing that he's shorthanded? Or should the best player, regardless, quote unquote, supposed to get it done versus this Boston team?
Nope. Y'all, the same energy y'all just gave KD, y'all got to give him that same energy. I ain't trying to hurt. Because even for last year, right? Last year, people were saying that KD was the best player on earth. And y'all called that into question once he lost that game 7. When he lost that game.
They did it with Kawhi they did it with Kawhi the season before. They did it with Kawhi the season before when he went to the Clippers, tried to make it seem like he was the best player.
It's the same energy. It's the same energy, bro. We're not going to know who the best player is until the end of the year. And that's the way it's looking like right now.
What about Boston?
But if my game plan for Boston, I let Giannis do whatever he want to do, and I lock down everybody else.
So if you're Boston this series, you give Giannis his whatever he wants. You let Giannis eat.
Yeah.
But shut everything else down.
Look, he gonna get tired. Listen, you can't shoot. You got to go to the rack every single time to really score for real. I mean, we'll let you shoot. You got to prove to us that you can shoot. And it's going to be, we're prepared to go a long series. If you can prove that you can shoot and don't have to go to the rack, you're going to be tired every game, bro. Because we're going to do you the same way. We're going to put hands on you when you're off the ball. Every time you go to the rack, we got Robert Williams back there now. So it ain't going to be easy as a trip as you thought it was going to be. So, and then I know playoffs and regular season don't really line up together, but I don't think Milwaukee has beat Boston this year, have they?
I'm not quite sure, but honestly,
not after January, I'll say that.
They don't stand really a chance to me. They don't really stand a chance to me without Middleton.
No, and at least with Middleton and his length, you might be able to bother Jaylen Brown. If Jason Tatum is tired from going at Giannis all day, you got Tatum. You got Brown there, bro. Brown, you get 25 if you need it. So, and then every player that has been in the rotation can shoot. So man, Milwaukee fighting an uphill battle. That's all I'm gonna say for that.
Doc Rivers escaped and dodged a bullet. He gets the Sixers into the next round versus the Miami Heat. But Joel Embiid may actually have been the headshot to Doc Rivers because he got hurt in that final game, and he actually won't more than likely be in this series, at least for the series opener versus the Miami Heat. I definitely don't think Philly can beat Miami with Joel Embiid. So without him, it's just a dub. But what do you think is the keys to victory for Miami and Philly to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals?
Well, at this point, Miami can do whatever they want to do now that Embiid isn't playing. They can go with the same game plan because, unfortunately, I mean, Harden has shown you put pressure on him, he's going to fold, man. And you get Butler back and you putting Butler on Harden, it's a done deal, bro.
Harden went off his last game, and he made it further than Kyrie and Kevin Durant. Let's not forget.
Okay. If he would not have won, bro, if they would not have won, they would have crushed him. But like I was saying, like, where was this the I guess the first 4 games that you was needed? No, if you wouldn't have been as hurt because he's out there having to front most of the load because you're not doing what you're supposed to do.
We have the Memphis Grizzlies and the Golden State Warriors. They lock in for game 1 today, I think at 3:00 Eastern Standard Time. Man,
I'll let you go first because I think you're gonna be surprised by my answer.
To me, in this series, man, it's honestly going to be all about Draymond Green. To me, if Golden State can pull out those veteran tactics, if they can get that bully mentality, I think they'll beat Memphis. I don't think Memphis is tough enough to beat Golden State. They do have talent, but Golden State got some young gunners too. They got to be on though. But Draymond is the guy I think that could get in Ja Morant's head possibly. He might have to sacrifice a game. He might have to sacrifice a fine. But Draymond is going to have to get in his Charles Oakley, Patrick Ewing, New York Knicks of the 90s bag. I think he's going to have to go there with some of those guys at Memphis to shake them up, because if this series gets to be 6 or 7 games, really at that point, it's all about heart. It's all about who wants it more. So I'm watching Draymond just to see how much of a leader he's going to be. We know what Steph can do. We know what Clay can do, and Ja and all these other guys. Draymond, to me, is the fucking key piece in this round versus Memphis. And as far as Memphis go, I think their key to winning, beating Golden State is just how tough can they be, because they're going to take shots. You know? You remember when Scottie Pippen used to take shots and used to cry when Detroit, the bad boy, used to get on Scottie Pippen. And the moment that he stopped crying and whining, they knocked the Pistons off. What's your thoughts?
No, don't forget Mike. You know, Mike started hitting the weight room. Don't forget Mike was hitting the weight room after that next year. So
that's true.
A little bit different, but I think that the matchup does not favor in Golden State. I think the reason Minnesota was kept going up because I think it was a big matchup issue as far as size, and Minnesota is definitely the bigger team. But when you're playing small against small, and I mean, you got Draymond, but Draymond's not just going to have to deal with one guy. He's going to have to deal with Brandon Clark, and he's going to have to deal with Jaren Jackson. So I think that's going to be quite a contest for him.
I don't think so, bro. That's another day in the office for Draymond. Look who Draymond has had to bang up against over the years, bro. And he's a champion, 3-time champion.
You got to check one or the other, is what I'm saying. And then, I mean, okay, you got Clay as a defender, but you think he's going to be able to stick with Bane this whole time? And then you got Dillon that's probably going to be the one taking most of the brunt for on Poole and on Curry. Not that I don't think that Ja wouldn't check him, but I think Memphis just matches up a little bit better with Golden State than they did with Minnesota.
I gotta talk to the bosses, man. You want some cookies, man? I got a gift for you, D Money. Here, man. I got a bucket of snickerdoodles and chocolate chip cookies for you, because you need a snack right now, man. You're out of pocket. It sounds to me, you saying the Grizzlies are going to knock off the Golden State Warriors this round? Oh, I gotta talk to the bosses. Bro. That is so disrespectful.
It's not, man. Listen, hey, man, it's all about matchups when it gets here. Like, you're gonna have to show. You're gonna have to see.
We talk about matchups, D Money. I don't see what matchup that you see. Maybe I need to get another television. Maybe I'm watching these games on the wrong app, because Steph is still better than Ja to me. Clay is still better than whoever they got at the 2. Wiggins and Gary Payton Jr. and Jordan Poole, the way these guys are playing, they play just as up as these Memphis young boys do, yo. So I don't see where you talking about Memphis should be favored going in, and how they match up better to Golden State than Minnesota.
I got Memphis, bro. I said what I said.
Jesus Christ. I swear I got to talk to the bosses about this, man. This is crazy.
I said what I said,
All
man. I
right,
think this
man.
is going to be the upset. I think this is going to be the upset of the second round, bro. And I mean, y'all love Draymond Green, man. I'm just leave it at that.
What about Dallas and Phoenix, man? Last but not least, Dallas and Phoenix, they're gonna be locked in. What are the keys? Well, who do you got winning that series? Let's talk about it that way.
Oh, I got Phoenix, bro. Especially, I mean,
ease
with Booker. If Booker is back, right?
He might not be 100%, but he should be returning. It's not going to matter.
A 60% Booker be more than enough. Nah. They're not going. I don't think they're not going to play with the Mavericks, man. And I understand
the Mavericks are not going to play with them.
You think it's the other way around?
Absolutely.
Now who's being disrespectful?
No, I'm not being disrespectful. We done seen Phoenix. We done watch Phoenix go to the highest of heights and drop down. This is Luka's turn now. He has no Kawhi, no LeBron to worry about. This is pretty much right now. This is it. He gets past this team. I like his chances versus Golden State and Memphis. So this is the Western Conference Finals for Luka. He get this one.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to the finals. This might be Luka's time. I got Luka.
I got to see it.
All right. You've been seeing it. You're being disrespectful. You see how Luka give it up in the playoffs. Don't act like
I got to see it, man.
Oh, my God. Look, you see what he did with the Clippers?
Say again?
You see what he did with the Clippers last couple years ago? Like, they lost, but he was putting up numbers versus Kawhi and Paul George.
I don't put no confidence in any team that has Paul George on it. I'm sorry. Just not.
Yeah, man.
We could call this a cookie episode, but I don't think they're gonna beat. I don't think they're gonna beat Phoenix, bro.
This is the cookie crumble episode, man. Like, there's nothing but crumbs going around right now, man.
Look, listen. I don't mind being a minority. You know what I'm saying? I got Memphis beating Golden State, and you got the Mavericks beating the Suns, and I know a lot of people don't got that. No way, no how. Just
people, this is the best of 7 Sports Talk. 7 Mitchell in the building, D Money in the building. We chopping it up, talking about the NBA playoffs, man. So we just gave our keys to victories for the teams. I do got $1 million question for D Money. I want to know right now, D Money, who do you think will have the better career at this point now? Zion Williamson or Ja Morant? Where do you stand at?
Zion.
I think you muted yourself up.
Okay, my fault. I say Zion has to show that he can stay in shape before I can say he can do anything remotely what Ja has done so far. You know, and even still, he still would have to catch up. Ja has the head start right now. Ja's getting all this experience with him right now. And
Ja's leading the team too. That's another thing. It'd be one thing if Ja was a sidekick. Ja is carrying his own team.
He loves them. And then the fact that these are the type of guys that'll ride for him too. He didn't have a good series last series. That was not the best we've seen from Ja. But the guys that he has around him, he ride for him. And then when it's time, Ja will rise up for the occasion. So I think it's too much. For me, it's too much of a head start. Like, I feel like Memphis is already probably ahead of schedule. We didn't think Memphis was going to be this good this fast. So
I don't see either one of them winning the championship anytime soon. So I guess you got to break this thing down to what we see on face value as far as perception and numbers. Ja, like you said, got a great head start, and you know he's leading his team to success. Zion, though, is in position to do the same thing with New Orleans, even though they got Brandon Ingram. Who knows how long he'll stay there? But Zion, I think, will have his opportunity to be able to lead a team.
Ja was being considered. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, but the reason why I give Zion a chance to still have a better career is because right now, even still, the corporate world loves Zion Williamson. You know, they love Ja too, but like Zion had these guys in the palm of his hands. So I think they can make Zion look even better if he comes back and just have one season. I think corporate America could make Zion look like he just had 3 good years. All these extra endorsements. So for it's right now, Ja has the head start. But if Ja don't win any hardware, I think Zion still can catch up with him because Zion is going to have the chance to lead his own team. It's not like he's going to be a Robin to somebody's Batman.
Do you think Ja will ever be an MVP? Because he definitely was in consideration this year. And I don't think that Zion will ever be in that position.
Yeah, he'll be an MVP because he's better than I'm not gonna say he's better than Allen Iverson, but
yeah,
he'll reach that pinnacle.
Yeah,
to MVP status. So it's his time. I give it to him as long as he don't get hurt.
Yeah. So you may have Zion, but I got Ja, bro, all the way.
Last thing on the discussion, D Money. What do you think about the National Basketball Association? Is the NBA getting too soft? I just saw a report that Jimmy Butler was fined $15,000 for an obscene gesture he did on the sideline. And the Miami Heat was also fined $15,000 for posting it on social media. We just watched Ja Morant do the dance on Minnesota's logo. I don't know if he's going to catch a fine for that. We've seen Kyrie Irving. We've seen other players catch a lot of weird fines this season in the NBA. Do you think the league, bro, overall is getting soft?
I think it's been soft. I mean, as far as just how I think is. Let me think about this.
See, me, it goes a couple different ways with me. I give the NBA credit when it comes to issues, social injustice, things that's happening outside off the court. NBA goes hard. They've gone harder now than ever before. So they definitely not soft on that note. When we talk about the play on the court, some people say the game is much softer because it's not, it's not that 90s basketball. But I like the athleticism. I like the, you know what I mean? Those guys back in the 80s and 90s wasn't nowhere near as athletic and as fast as these guys are now. So I actually like the production and the play that I'm seeing on the court now more than back then when it was just, a lot of jailhouse ball and stuff like that.
I will say this.
The fines is what blows me.
I think the NBA, as far as competitive wise, is still like a little bit too friendly for me. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody is friends. Everybody's AAU league, grew up with each other. It ain't like I really want to be better than you. Like, how Kyrie, just for the sake, you hugging all these teammates at the end of the game. They didn't even like you while you were there. You know what I'm saying? You give them hugs and stuff like that. And it's a lot of things that maybe it's the growing up within that 90s and having that mentality. The mentality just a little bit different now. Everybody's making money. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. It's just not going to be the same dog mentality like it was back then.
Because the NBA players, man, it's more of a brotherhood with these guys now. LeBron and KD and, these guys be linking up in the off season, going on vacations and stuff like that. That was unheard of back in the day. So, and then those guys look at the media as being public enemy number one.
Yeah.
So they stick together off the court and they still produce good basketball. Don't get me wrong, but I agree with you, D Money. I would like to see that arch rival, arch nemesis vibe and energy throughout the season when it comes to certain players and teams and shit like that.
Yeah. And even with still, I mean, I don't really completely blame it on them. And now when you're building players now, like the competitiveness is different. Just them, you're pretty much just generating these basketball players now where, us growing up, we pretty much had to get it from going to the parks and, we, had to make a way ourselves to be even trying to be the player that you wanted to be, going forward. it wasn't the same as it was. Like, of course, we had camps back then, but not as much as they are now. It's in the way that it's more of a specialized game now. In the way they train these players, it's just different, man. I don't know how to really explain it, but it's definitely a different feel. And like I said, it has something to do with having that dog mentality.
Right.
Like you say, even like say for the parks, you don't even see them going to like the Rucker Park and all these other different parks now. You know what I'm saying? They're pretty much everybody's in the gym, LA fitness type stuff.
Right.
Everybody chilling,
But so, you know what though, bro? We got to blame ourselves for that. And I was about to get to that point as well. Mm-hmm. Like the fans and stuff be doing too much. Like the safety is a big deal in sports right now. Like, and they got to protect the players to the best that they can. And fans be doing a little bit too much nowadays, like ever before. So you're not going to see so many outside activities and things like that you may have, seen previously, bro. You look at what's going on now, doing playoff games and just doing regular season games. You got animal rights activists running out in the middle of the court. You got fans throwing, ice and throwing cups and just talking crazy to players. So the only thing I got to say about the NBA, they invest a lot of money in finding the players. They need to do a better job of pre-screening these clients, man, allowing all these people to come in to these arenas and just doing what they want to do.
Gluing your hand to the court. Gluing your hand to the court is crazy. Like I ain't never.
What is that going to accomplish as far as your mission? Seriously, what was that supposed to do?
I don't know.
They should have left her stupid ass there. They should have let that glue dry and kept playing so everybody could just run over top of her and stumble over her, throw the basketball at her stupid ass, all that. What is wrong with people? I really got to talk to the bosses, man. Hey, look, say no to drugs, boys and girls, because it is real. It is real when you are gluing your hand to a basketball court in the middle of a playoff game.
Facts. Nasty work, dude. Nasty work.
All right, man. We are out of here, man. Have your happy Sunday, guys. Enjoy today's game one. D-Money and I will be back at y'all later this week to chop it up and recap some things that happened in the association. D-Money, I appreciate you, bro. Let everybody know if you want to where they can catch up with you and follow you, bro. I know you got some things coming up in the works when it comes to sports talk as well.
Well, as far as for right now, you can catch me on Twitter, DMoney23, at DMoney23. And I also have a channel that just has my name on it right now. Pretty soon, I got some stuff in the works. It's definitely going to be more so as you doing the basketball side, I'm going to be doing the football side of things.
Dope.
That's going to be my future reference and future dream. So that's what we're going to work on.
We're going to get it shaking. We definitely get it shaking. I think the best thing probably to do is get some of those spaces that we do recorded and throw those up on your channel just so you can get some type of content on the channel that people can watch until you figure out what you want to do as far as a show or blogs or whatever, you want to really get into. So y'all tune into that, man. Sir. Follow my guy, D-Money, D-Money23 on social media. I am Seven Mitchell. You guys are now rocking with the best. This is the best of 7 Sports Talk. Enjoy basketball today, y'all. Stay safe and we out.